Welcome once again to Daily Life Connection. Thank you for joining me again today as we continue to explore who our Father is, as we continue to look at this Luke chapter 15 passage as it reveals our God. We've talked about the God who has children. We've talked about the God who blesses unconditionally. Let's move on to that next one today, where it says that the younger son a few days later gathered together all he had and left for a far country. There's nothing there that says the father tried to stop him or lecture him. He let him go. He let him take all that money and go with it into a far country, knowing full well what that kid was like. He knew that that son was going to squander his living in one translation says, in dissolute living, which means self-centered living. But he let him go and take it anyway. He knew the older brother would hoard that treasure and use it in a legalistic, tight-lipped, kind of grim way. He would not enjoy the blessing of the Father. It became a burden to him, not a blessing. And yet the Father let them make those choices. So today I want to talk about the God who gives us free choice. The God who lets us make choices, even when he knows they're going to be wrong ones, even when he knows that we're going to pay the price for it, when we're going to suffer for it, our environment's going to become toxic, we're going to become painful, we're going to experience suffering. He lets us make those choices. I don't know sometimes if we appreciate the gift of free will, the gift of free choice. We're not puppets, we're not robots. We're not even ruled by our instincts like most animals are. Where I am here right now, having a little mini vacation, there are cats here. And it's interesting to watch those cats as out the window, they see a bird land on the deck. They're alert. The tail begins to switch. Instinct just kicks in. They're predators. And the bird is a prey. And it just kicks in. They don't have a choice. Well, should I go out there and get that bird today or not? They just will respond out of instinct. We're not like that. We have been given free will, free choice. We don't have to just obey our instincts. We are free to choose, to think about things and then make comparisons and decide what we want to do about it. Even though sometimes we let our instincts or our passions rule us, we don't have to. We're given free choice. An incredible gift of the Father to human beings is this gift of free choice. He is not going to coerce us. He is not going to corral us. He didn't say to that younger son, when you're 21, then you can leave and take the money with you. He didn't say, I'm going to put it in a trust fund. You can't have it until you come of age. He just gave it to him and let him make his choices. He didn't say to the older brother, when you learn to appreciate me and love me and work together with me on this farm, I'll release that to you. He just gave it to him knowing that son was self-centered and distant and performance-oriented and self-righteous, judging of his brother and judging of his father, condemnatory. But yet he gave him all that money. You see, the Father lets us have free will. Here is the incredible thing about that. And when we misuse our free will, he will do whatever he has to do to redeem us, to bring us back out of those consequences. Incredible love that the Father has for us. You see, there's one of those cats right behind me over there. The Father loves us enough to give us free will. I was going to say the Father trusts us enough to give us free will, but I'm not sure that's the right explanation. When I trust my children or grandchildren are ready for something, I may give it to them. We give a bicycle, a two-wheeler, when we trust they're old enough and coordinated enough to ride it. Our Father is more gracious than that. He just gives it to us and lets us decide. And then if we fall down and skin our knee, he's there to pick us up and put a bandage on it and kiss us and make it better. our God who gives us free choice. That's what he did for these two brothers. That's what he does for you and me. So today in our thinking and our praying, let's think about the free choice. Let's think throughout this day how many times we make choices. What will I have for dinner? What clothes am I going to wear? Who am I going to talk to? What phone calls will we're constantly making free choices, because that's how the Father has ordained our lives to be. And it is an incredible gift. It's an incredible gift. If I want to wear an old red hoodie, I can do that because I have free choice. No one's making me put on a more proper shirt to do these videos today. The gift of free choice. That's who our Father is. That's what he's done for us. That's how he relates to us. He relates to us in our free choices. Let's think about that today. We'll talk again tomorrow.